Welcome to Side Hustle Rules. My name is Reyes. In this video, I'm going to unveil 10 of what I think are exhilarating ways to turn a blog into a lucrative powerhouse. And this isn't just a casual promise. I'm going to share the steps. I'm going to tell you how you can make money blogging. Now, I'm also going to share some of the steps that I've taken to increase my earnings. And then I'm going to tell you how to transform a blogging side hustle into a thriving source of income. I'll get into all of that right after this break. Come on! Welcome back to Side Hustle Rules. My name is Lou Reyes. Now, as I said before the break, in this video, I'm going to tell you 10 exhilarating ways to monetize your blog. Before I get into it, though, I do want to mention that in the description box of this video is a link to my 2023 Side Hustle Starter Kit. Now, this is my in-depth video version, and in this kit, I walk you through the 8 critical steps of starting a business from scratch. Now, these are steps that virtually every single business owner that I've ever met has had to take before they could launch their business. And this course, my course, it includes a 30-minute Zoom call with me. And as a guy who owned a chain of business-to-business magazines, a weekly newspaper, and now owns 2 YouTube channels, I've worked with hundreds of business owners and managers over the years, so I can share a unique perspective on starting and building a side hustle or building a full-time business. My perspective, I don't think you'll hear anywhere else. So check out the link in the description box. So now let me tell you how to unlock the earning potential of a blog. So here are 10 exhilarating ways to monetize. Advertising. Advertising is a popular way to monetize. Basically, you're putting display ads on your blog. There's a pay-per-click ads, which is called PPC. That's the acronym. Or you can have a direct partnership with an advertiser. For me, I like both strategies. Now, if you decide you want to go with a PPC, I'm going to address this first. Say you use a platform like WordPress.com where you're going to have immediate access to AdSense. AdSense is owned by Google. It's a free of charge, pay-per-click, simple way for you to place display ads next to your content. It's done automatically. It's a very easy method and easy strategy when it comes to generating revenue through advertising. Now, when you use AdSense, one thing I really like about it is it doesn't preclude you from placing your own ads on your blog. And when I say your own ads, you might want to run an ad that you are for a product that you're selling, or you're running an ad for a sponsor or somebody who you sold an ad to. So either way, PPC, or you can have a partnership with an advertiser. Affiliate marketing. I think probably most of you out there are familiar with affiliate marketing, but for those of you who are not, let me tell you that in affiliate marketing, what you're doing is you are promoting a product or a service, and you're earning a commission for every sale that is made through your unique affiliate link, and you're given that link from the company that you're working with. Now, there are a lot of affiliate marketing websites online, and there seems to be more popping up every day. And so I do know it's hard for a blogger to keep track of them all, let alone figure out which one is the best one, which one fits your needs. So what I've done in the description box of this video, I put a link to an article that I read. That article will introduce you to some of the top affiliate marketing websites out there. It's also going to give you what I think is pretty much a complete guide to help you to figure out, to determine which affiliate is best for you. So check out that link in the description box. Sponsored content. This is one of my most favorite ways of generating revenue on a blog. And it's my favorite way, or one of my most favorite ways, for 2 reasons. Number one is a dollar amount that the blogger is paid is usually much larger than they would get from an ad. That's number one reason. But number two is that money is paid up front. Although I will admit at one time I did allow a sponsor rather, to pay me 50% up front and then 50% once I publish the content. But sponsored content is a great way because what you're doing basically is you're partnering with a brand. You're creating content that promotes their product or service, and you're paid for featuring that sponsor. Now, It's important to note that a sponsor does want clicks. They do want to generate revenue. They're paying you for a reason. So do your very best, your level best, to help them get a response, to help them get some clicks. Number 4 is selling products or services. And what we're talking about here is you are creating and selling your own products. You could sell an ebook, an online course, you could sell merchandise, or even consulting services. And you're selling all of this from your blog. Now, one thing I want to stress, if you decide you want to sell your own product or your own service, make sure you are giving value. And one of the best tips I could ever give you when it comes to selling your own products or services is to give more than they're paying for. Give more than your customer is paying for, because they'll remember that and they'll come back time and time again. Now, one example of a product or service you could sell is something that I did in the very beginning of this video. I told you about my Side Hustle Starter Kit. It's my 2023 video version. And what I did is I outlined the 8 steps that you should take if you're going to start a business. And what I did is I gave a lot of information, and I also shared my experiences in that course. But in addition, I also said, as you might remember or might recall, that, hey, you're going to get a 30-minute Zoom call with me. I want to go above and beyond to help someone start a business, and I will always be available for them. And I'm saying this to you because I want you to think that way. If you are going to sell a product or a service, you want to make money, and you want to be profitable, and you've got to first, number 1, think about your customer. Membership or subscription model. This is number 5. And this is simply offering premium content that readers can access for a fee. Now, many large online publications do this. I know most of you are familiar or have heard of the Washington Post, for example, or the New York Times, or even Variety magazine. Those are subscription-based models. They're obviously online publications, but they're similar to a blog. And there are many, many ways that a blogger can charge or use a subscription model. But I'm going to caution you and make sure that I mention this. You want to charge a subscription only after you have built up some street cred in your niche. So if you're somebody who is just starting out, you may not want to consider or use a subscription-based model, but eventually you can, provided you offer the best, most interesting, and valuable content in your niche. And that is what I would say should be your goal. Offer the best, most interesting, and valuable content if you want to go with a subscription-based revenue-generating strategy. Freelance writing. Now, you are using your blog as a lead magnet. Now, this is a revenue-generating strategy that uses your portfolio of articles or videos on your blog to attract writing opportunities or writing assignments. You'll be making money off ads and sponsorships and through some of the other ways that we've already talked about, already mentioned. But you'll also be using your blog to attract freelance writing assignments. It's a great way for you to audition without having to audition. Someone who is interested in hiring you, all they have to do is look at the articles on your blog and decide if they want to hire you. But it is another very good way to make money off of your blog. Donations or tips. It's another way for you to generate revenue with your blog, and this is number 7 in our list. And what you're simply doing is allowing readers to support your work through donations or through tips. And one way to do this is by using a WordPress plugin called Buy Me a Coffee. And this is a simple way for a viewer who's reading your content to support you. And what it is, it's a plugin that just says Buy Me a Coffee. They can decide if they want to donate $5 or $10 or $15 or whatever that amount is to your blog. It's a simple plugin. There are plenty of plugins out there, and most of them take just a few minutes to set it up. And this Buy Me a Coffee button, it's very popular. Another friend of mine has a plugin on his YouTube channel, and many, many times I've seen people, while I'm watching his videos, they will donate money. That's $5, $10, $25, whatever that amount will be. But you can watch people donate. And it also encourages other folks to donate to your blog as well. It's a nice feature, nice way to generate some extra cash. Events and workshops. This is number 8 in our list. And basically, you are promoting an event or workshop on your blog. You can host the event, you can host a webinar, you can do or conduct a workshop, anything that's related to your blog's niche. You are charging participants to participate and you are making money. And events and workshops is something that I have been doing for years and years. And it's a great compliment to any blog whatsoever. You're the expert. You've got the street cred. People want to know what you've got to say. They want to meet you. They want to see you. You can use Zoom. You can do in-person events or workshops. Consider this as a critical part of your revenue generating strategy. I would say ads, and I would also say you got to do a workshop or an event. Consulting or coaching, and this is number 9 on our list. So offering a one-on-one consulting or a coaching service based on your expertise is a great way to generate additional revenue for your blog. Now, if you decide you want to go this route, 2 things that you're going to want to consider is to open up a Stripe account, which is the payment app, but also I would open up or suggest that you open up a Calendly account. And Calendly is basically a virtual booking app. It allows people to book an appointment with you. It also allows them to pay you prior to that appointment, or even it could be right after that appointment, however, whatever way you want to be paid. But consulting or coaching is really a nice way, a very nice way to make some additional money off of your blog. Selling ad space. This is number 10 on my list of ways to generate revenue with your blog. And I say exhilarating ways because this is something that I have done for years and years. When I owned a chain of business-to-business magazines, I sold advertising virtually every single day. When I owned my weekly newspaper, I sold advertising virtually every day. And if I wasn't selling it, somebody on my staff was selling advertising. So I've got a ton of experience when it comes to selling advertising. I know that it can be a very profitable way for you to generate revenue on your blog or with your blog. It does help, though, if you do have high traffic. Now, if you don't have high traffic, but you're in a particular niche, that's a real plus. Let's say you've got 100 folks who regularly look at your blog or 1,000 folks who regularly look at your blog. You can contact companies that are selling or people who sell to people in your niche. Contact those companies and let them know that you do have a regular audience of loyal folks who read your blog on a regular basis. It's a very big carrot that you can extend out to that advertiser. But selling ad space is a great way to generate revenue. It's not the easiest way. It's not like it's automatic because you do have to send out some emails. You may even have to pick up a phone every now and then. But it's a great way to generate revenue for your blog. There you go, my friends. I've just told you about 10 exhilarating ways, strategies that you can use to monetize your blog, a way that you can generate revenue, a way that you can really sit back and say, you know what, I'm making some money on this blog and I am happy. You know, it is common, and I want to stress this, it's common for bloggers to use a combination of these methods to diversify their income streams. And success in monetizing a blog, well, it often involves understanding your audience, creating valuable content, and then building that strong online presence. And sometimes it does take a while. But as I mentioned in number 10, when it comes to selling ads, if you could get 100 loyal followers, viewers of your blog, readers, or 1,000 or more, contact companies. Start contacting companies because you want to generate money as fast as possible when you've got a business, because the Lord knows you're going to have some expenses. But I've just given you 10 ways to do it, 10 ways for you to make money, 10 ways for you to monetize that blog. So consider each one of those. Now, also consider if you're somebody who's starting a business, not sure what to do, consider my Side Hustle Starter Kit. As I mentioned, I do have a link to it. It's the video edition. I walk you through the 8 steps that virtually every single business owner I have ever met has had to take when they're going to go ahead and launch a business. a real legal business. So that's all I got for you. If you've got questions, contact me. I've got some links in the description box that you're going to want to check out. Other than that, have a great day, everybody. Come on.